All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Nike Air Zoom Huarache 2K4 Varsity Red will return this summer. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was one of my original indicators that we were in a recession because these. I remember when these first came back out in 2003 and 2004, and they were selling like hotcakes. That was everybody's basketball shoe. Even I wanted a pair. But the fact of the matter is that they're making a comeback in 2026. A lot of things that have happened between that 2004 era that's happening again in 2026, between 25 and 26. And I was trying to say, like, history repeats itself, but it was never supposed to repeat itself like this. That's the take I wanted to make. Like, I didn't think history will repeat itself like something like this, especially with a sneaker that's a hood staple. Like, if you wasn't out around this time, if you wasn't a real millennial, then you would not understand the love and appreciation for this sneaker in itself. And I think that's one of the things that people take for granted when it comes to certain sneakers. Like, it's like I think now more than ever, I'm glad we're. Don't get me wrong. I'm so glad that the sneaker, is getting is due. I'm glad it's getting its respect finally and getting a retro re-release. Most of us have been waiting on something like this for a minute, but I'm not gonna say that people are not hyped for it. People are genuinely hyped for the sneaker. I think, and I take this context very lightly and very in a respectable approach. I think now more than ever we are in the time that our retros are now the modern day shoes, and I think people can either love or hate it, but I feel like they will appreciate it as time progresses. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean it doesn't deserve a retro or re-release. That's not what I'm saying. I think now more than ever, this is something important for retros and the return of bringing back sneakers that we've been waiting decades for, or some of us that have left the culture after these came out and now they're making a return in 2026. I think that's very unique, and I think even now more than ever, I think that's something that we need to take account of, especially in the sneakerhead community. Like I said, you see a lot of things over time. You see a lot of sneakers and a lot of different takes on sneakers, and you become appreciative of them, and you show you show your respects for them. But at the end of the day, I think now more than ever you have to really understand where the culture is going and what direction that the sneaker market is going in. So, with that being said, let's go to our next shoe, shall we?